Hello everyone. Welcome to your physics class of class 8. I hope you all will be fine. Students, this is our first video after your second unit test. In this video, we will start a new lesson, that is lesson number 7. Okay, so let's begin our class. Lesson number 7, sound. You have already studied that sound is a form of energy that produces a sensation of hearing in our ears. Okay, so sound is produced when our body vibrates, means that each source of sound is a vibrating body. For example, when you take a rubber band and you just stretch it by pulling its ends, and when you will move this string, it will start vibrating, and therefore you will hear a feeble sound. Okay, same way all the vibrating bodies produces sound. When a body vibrates, the particles of air of the medium, in case of air, also start vibrating. Means when a body vibrates, the particles of the medium also start vibrating. If we take the medium as air, so the air particles start vibrating, and during vibrations the kinetic energy of the particles changes into potential energy, and the potential energy into kinetic energy, and this is why sound is a form of energy. Sound is the speed of sound in solid is fastest as compared to liquids and gases. Means the speed of sound in iron is 5000 meter per second, in water 1500 meter per second, and in air 330 meter per second. Means sound travels fastest in solids. Propagation of sound in air. When a source of sound vibrates, it creates a periodic disturbance in the medium near it. Means when a source of sound vibrates, when an object that is producing sound vibrates, it creates a periodic disturbance in the medium near it, and this forms a wave. Means this disturbance then travels in the medium in the form of waves. As you can see here in this example, a metal strip is taken here, and one end of the metal strip is fixed, and when we push the other end of upper end of the metal strip, it starts moving in the left right direction. And when this is metal strip stops, it starts moving, and when it moves from position A to position B, as you can see here, it pushes the particles of the air layer near it. You can see here these are the layer of air layer in front of it, and when this metal strips move from position A to position B, these layers come closer to each other, and therefore the air gets compressed, and this continues. When this layer moves forward, they pushes these layers and they gets compressed. Same way this continues. Now when this metal strips move from position A to position C, that is from to the left side, these layers that is near to the this metal strips expand, and therefore this is known as rarefaction. So this is known as compression. When the layer of air gets compressed, okay, that is known as compression, and this is known as rarefaction. And when by in this manner, as the strips move to the left and right repeatedly, the compression and rarefaction regions are produced one after the other, which carry the disturbance along it with a definite speed depending upon the nature of the medium in which they are traveling. So one complete to and fro motion of the strips forms one compression and one rarefaction, which together constitute one wave. Okay. Now these are known as the longitudinal waves. These type of waves which vibrate about their mean position in the direction of, means the waves in which the particles of the medium vibrate about their mean position in the direction of propagation of sound. This is known as longitudinal waves, and sound travels in air in the form of longitudinal waves, and these longitudinal waves can be produced in solid, liquids, and also in gases. Now some terms related to wave. First one is amplitude. The maximum displacement of the particle of medium on either side of its mean position is called amplitude of the wave. Means the maximum displacement of the particle from its mean position, means suppose this is the mean position, so the maximum displacement that a particle move, to which the particle can move on either side of its mean position, is known as the amplitude of the wave. It is denoted by A and its SI unit is meter. Now time period. The time taken by the particles of medium to complete one vibration is called the time period of the wave, and it is denoted by the letter T and its SI unit is second. Now frequency. The number of vibrations produced by a particle in a medium in 1 second means the number of vibrations produced in 1 second, okay, by a particle of the medium, that is known as frequency of the wave. It is also defined as the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second, means the number of waves that passes through a point in 1 second, that is known as frequency, and it is denoted by F, and its SI unit is hertz or second inverse. Okay, the frequency of a wave is equal to the frequency of the vibrations of its source, means frequency of the wave is equal to the frequency of vibrations of its source, means the number of vibrations in a second, that is the frequency. Okay, number of vibrations that is produced in 1 second is known as frequency, and frequency of the wave is equal to the frequency of vibrations of its source. It is a characteristics of its source which produce the sound, and it does not depend upon the amplitude or of vibrations or on the nature of the medium through which it propagates. Okay. Now relationship between time and frequency. It is, if T is a time period of the wave, then by definition in time T the number of waves is 1. Okay, so in 1 second the number of waves is equals to F equals to 1 upon T. Frequencies, formula for frequency is 1 upon T. Therefore frequency is equals to 1 upon time period, or we can say time period is equals to 1 upon frequency. Now next one is wavelength. The distance travelled by the wave in one time period of vibration of particle of medium is called its wavelength. Okay, so the distance travelled by the wave in one time period means the distance that is travelled by the wave in one time period of vibration of the particle of the medium, that is known as wavelength. As you can see here, this is the wavelength. It is denoted by lambda. Its SI unit is meter, and it depends on the nature of the medium through which the wave travels. Okay, so these are the terms that are related to wave. In longitudinal wave, the distance between two consecutive compression, here you can see these are compression and these are the rarefaction. So the distance between the two consecutive compression or the two consecutive rarefaction is equal to 1 wavelength. Okay. Now representation of a wave. A wave while propagating in a medium can be represented by the following two graphs. First one is displacement time graph and the other is displacement distance graph. First is displacement time graph. This graph shows the variation of displacement with of the particle of the medium with time at any given position. You can see here, this is a displacement per unit time when a wave propagates through the medium. It is called the displacement time graph, and the amplitude is represented by the letter A. Okay, and the time is represented by the letter T. You can see here, this is amplitude, the maximum distance of the wave. This is known as, from its mean position, this is known as wavelength, amplitude. Okay, and this is a time period, this is time period between two compression. Okay, therefore amplitude of this particular wave is plus 2. Okay, and for time period is 4 seconds. Okay, now next one is displacement distance graph. In this graph you can see here displacement and distance graph. In this graph shows the variation of placement of the particles of the medium at different position with the distance at the same time. So here the amplitude of the wave is shown by the letter A. You can see here this is the amplitude, and wavelength. This is a wavelength. I already told you the distance traveled by wave in one time period. This is a time period between two compressions, so this is known as wavelength. The distance traveled by the wave in one time period of vibrations of particle of medium is called its wavelength, and it is represented by lambda. Okay, as you can see here, the amplitude is 2 centimeter. You can see here this is 2 centimeter, and the wave and its wavelength is 2 meter. You can see here this distance is given in meter, so the wavelength is 2 meter. Okay, so these are the representation of a wave. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to read this lesson up to here, so it will be more clear to you, and further explanation of the lesson we will continue in our next video. Thank you.